Hi, everybody. Welcome to Katie in the Morning and welcome to Thursday. I'm Katie Page, Director of Member Relations at the National Association of Healthcare Assistants. This week, we're taking some time to kind of talk about some different activities and some different projects that you can do at home to take your mind off work. Now, today's segment is about some in-home crafts that you can do, like in your living room, in your kitchen. Even there's some that you can do that you can put outside. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is not just a home-based thing, but if you work in like a dementia unit or a memory care unit or even in a daycare as a CNA, as a caregiver, some of these crafts you can bring to work with you and help get your residents and your dependents involved with what you're doing is something that they can see every day when they walk down the hall and say, hey, I made that. So we're going to jump right into it. The first craft that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the family name. The family name signs are growing in popularity everywhere, not just like in the United States, but you've seen like the Irish heritage and the Scottish heritage, Danish heritage. It's an international thing. It's something that everybody is proud of, no matter what kind of background or anything that you come from. It's something that majority of people are proud of their last name. So when you go to do like a family name, these can also be used as picture frames. Most of the stuff for this project you can find at like a secondhand store or at garage sales. I'll tell you right now, my best friend is that E6000 glue. If you don't got some, get you some because that stuff is amazing. Spray paint is a second runner up, a close second runner up. You can do almost anything with spray paint. I made my wedding invitations with spray paint. We took black and white pictures of our engagement pictures and put a clear, kind of like a plastic covering, and then did paper punchers across the top and weaved ribbon through there and tied them together, and then I printed off the invitation itself for this and the save the date right onto that plastic thing with a specialized printer, and then took spray paint. Well, actually I did that after I did the printing, before I put it on the picture, and just put like a fogging over it. They turned out really, really nice. It didn't take very long to do, and they were very, very inexpensive compared to ordering them online for $150 for 25 invitations. So that's just some of the ideas with like the spray paint and the supplies that you can get. And if you're looking to do this as like a ongoing hobby, invest in some stencils for some lettering too. It'd be a very inexpensive way to start kind of like a small business on the side. If you have extra time on your hands on the weekend that you're looking to fill, you can create your own page on Facebook of, Jennifer's family names or something, and then people can design their own, and you can do it from like rekindled wood or refurnished wood. We actually have a sign on our mailbox right now that has the word page on it. And then I went to Dollar General, and those letters were like 75 cents a piece. I found a piece of scrap flooring from when we redid our floor. They're like the floating wood floors, so they're about that wide and about that tall, and took the E6000 glue and just stuck the letters on there, and then went to Dollar General and bought some little orange daisies, the fake flowers, and just glued them to each corner. It turned out really nice. Just mailed it right to my mailbox. That's the curbside appeal we were talking about yesterday. But you can also put those signs up inside as well. I've seen several of them that they take old window frames and just kind of frost it with the spray paint. And then you can replace the pictures in there, black and white colored. The Sepic, I think it's called, is a really pretty one in those. And then they stenciled their family name across the top and added a few little designs in there. And like I said, it's something you can hang on your wall that said, hey, I did that. So the first one we were talking about is the family name. And those don't necessarily have to be family name, but they can be like the live, laugh, love, really anything that you want to write on it. It turns out really, really nice. The second one I want to talk to you guys about today is coat hangers. These are useful, and you can do all sorts of stuff with these. I love the doorknob one. That's not one that I have in my home, but I can almost bet you guys within the next 3 months I'm going to have one in my home. Once again, you can find like the materials for this. If you have like, in Joplin, we have what's called Habitat for Humanity, and it's things that people bring to the store and donate from projects that they're doing at their house, like if they have extra flooring or they have extra lumber or old doorknobs, old light switches, light fixtures. You can do almost anything with anything these days if you kind of just think outside the box. The other one that's on that picture is hangers, and I never would have thought about this either, but you just cut half the hanger off and then screw it into a piece of wood, and you got yourself a little coat hanger right there, and you can do as long or as short as you want. You can do 20 of them, you can do one of them, depending on where you want to place it. You could almost even turn the hangers and have it as a vertical type one. It doesn't necessarily have to be horizontal. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about a couple other little crafty things that you can do in your house that won't break your wallet.
We look at NACA as the professional organization that supports the CNA, just like the American Association of Long-Term Care Nurses supports the RNs and LPNs.
As a state executive, I can tell you that the energy and the empowerment that this organization has given to our state has truly enhanced the depth of membership and the work that we do as a state association. I am very, very proud of our connection and our partnership with the National Association of Healthcare Assistants.
For more information, visit us online at nacacna.org or call 417-623-6049.
Welcome back to Katie in the Morning. Today we're talking about some in-home crafts that you can do to just kind of spice up your environment and not charge up your wallet. We talked about a couple of them so far, but the next one that I wanted to talk about today was the picture frames. Picture frames have an endless possibility. I mean, you can find them at like the Dollar Tree for $1. The one that you see with like it's almost like a clothes hanger, super, super easy to make. You can find like the quarter round wood at Lowe's or Home Depot or Sutherland's, Menards, Baumgars for like, I think it's like $6 for a 12-foot section, and you just cut those up. And you can either use the E6000 glue that I'm so notorious for promoting, or you can use like the trimming nails to pound them together. You can use wall paneling for the background, plywood. You could even use like a cork board to put your pictures up in there with. But this project, even for a large, almost like a 3-foot by 5-foot section, would cost less than $20 to make, and you can use clothes hangers or clothespins for the laundry line to hold those pictures on there, and you can just switch them out as the family's maturing. I'm not going to say getting older, because I kind of feel like I'm getting up there too, but you can kind of switch those pictures out. You can put your pets in there if you don't have kids, family vacations, your 21st birthday to Vegas. I mean, you can really do any pictures that you want, and kind of think of some objects that are a little outside of the box when you're thinking about making picture frames. Hot glue gun, the E6000 glue, even Elmer's glue. If you have the kids helping you with these crafts, this would be a great idea for them. Pennies, quarters, dimes, nickels, any of those make a very fashionable little picture frame for a bedside table or for a countertop. And then also another one that is highly overlooked is ribbon. You can find it for like 97 cents for a 10-foot roll at Walmart, and just put different colors across there like that one shows. Really think outside the box. Seashells is another one that you see a lot nowadays. You could even take like older pictures of yourself and do like the polyurethane thing where you kind of cover up the middle section or take the front of the frame off, and you can put old pictures of yourself underneath it, put polyurethane right over top of it, and you have like a picture frame that is bordering pictures. So that's another one you can think of. And then the next one I would like to suggest is carpets and rugs. This can be a very expensive thing if you're going to even Sam's Club. I think they're like $25 for a 5-foot by 7-foot rug. But one of the things I'd like you guys to think of is those carpet samples that you can get from places that distribute carpet. I think they're like 75 cents for a sample, which is usually 1 square foot. If you kind of take those home, you can either sew them together, you can put them on, I don't know if you guys have seen them, they almost look like a grid, a plastic grid. Glue them right to that, and you can make it any design you want to. You can cut them up into strips, you can cut them into circles, you can do literally anything that you want with these carpet samples and create yourself a nice little rug. Once again, this is something that would take quite a bit of time or a few days, but if you want to get like your residents involved, your children involved, the children that you're taking care of in a daycare, this would be a great project for them. The other one that is on there that you guys can see is it's made from yarn. And this would be like a great bathroom rug, or if you have a 16, 17-year-old boy or girl who's wanting to redo their room, just let them know if they want to do it, then they have to pay for it. And this would cost like maybe $3 to make. You just take the yarn and kind of do it in a little figure 8 and tie it off in the middle and then cut it, and then you can weave it right through that grid that we were just talking about and pull it through the other side, so you have like almost little pom-poms. I think that's what they're called, is pom-pom rugs. And it might take maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours to make, or you can do it in small sections at a time to kind of, if you have a break and you're trying to quit smoking, would be my suggestion. That's something that I do when I'm trying to quit smoking, is keep my hands and my mind busy so that I'm not thinking about things that I shouldn't be doing. So I thank you guys all for joining me today. I hope you take these crafts into consideration to kind of ease your mind and distract you from your work schedule and really help you focus on your home and your home life. And I will see you right back here tomorrow for Katie in the Morning.